Good morning and welcome to today's top 10 stories from TheMatrix newspapers, Monday morning, the 22nd of December 2025. I am Esther Ajoy. From our lead story on page 2, all 130 remaining school children abducted from St. Mary's Catholic School in Papiri, Agwara local government, Niger State, have been freed, bringing relief to families and ending weeks of anguish following one of Nigeria's worst mass kidnappings in recent years. They are expected to rejoin the parents for Christmas celebrations, and that's coming from the presidency. Federal government says it's a moment of triumph, relief for Nigeria and fitting end to the year. Catholic bishop confirms freedom of abducted pupils and teachers. Over to page 3, a new twist has been introduced to the controversies over the alleged discrepancy between the tax law gazetted by the Nigerian government and the versions approved by the National Assembly. Serap writes Tinubu seeks CTC of tax bills signed into laws, asks President to establish an independent panel of inquiry urgently. From the oil and gas sector, in a major development for holidays travelers and households during the yellow tide, Nigerians have been told they will enjoy premium motor spirit at 739 naira per litre nationwide through MRS Oil Nigeria PLC outlets. Still from the oil and gas sector, the Petroleum and Natural Gas Senior Staff Association of Nigeria Pengasan has cautioned the Nigerian government over the plan to sell its entire stake in the country's government-owned refineries. 20 months after a cocaine trafficking cartel led by a couple, Bolane Lukman Dauda and Olayinka Tohibat Dauda, was smashed in Lagos and Ogun State by operatives of the National Drug Law Enforcement Agency, with multi-billion naira worth of illicit drug recovered from them. Senate President Godswill Akpabio has escalated this legal battle to the Supreme Court, challenging a ruling of the Court of Appeal that quashed the suspension of Senator Natasha Akpoti-Uduaghan representing Kogi Central. Burkina Faso, Mali and Niger have launched a joint regional armed force under the Alliance of Sahel States to tackle growing security threats. News from the local government: the political atmosphere in Agege has appeared relatively peaceful in recent times, largely because members of the then Justice Forum were restrained, guided and properly groomed by seasoned, respected and educated Agege politicians who firmly believe that dialogue remains the most effective and sustainable means of resolving party disputes, irrespective of political affiliations and tendencies. From the entertainment sector on page 24, controversial influencer Very Dark Man has threatened to release alleged incriminating evidence against Pastor Chris Okafor and Jeremiah Amotofufe if actress Doris Ogala is not released from custody by Tuesday. And in sports news on page 25, African Cup of Nations 2025 host Morocco began their campaign to win a second continental title with a somewhat heavy win over Comoros in the tournament opener in rainy Rabat.